Hey everybody, welcome to episode number 6 of the Everything NYJ podcast. I am your host Liam, and real quick, I want to apologize for not dropping an episode last week of the Everything NYJ podcast. And this past Monday, I did not do a review reaction video to the Jets versus Seahawks game. I've actually been dealing with a cold. My voice has been like a little raspy. I haven't been feeling well, and my voice really wasn't in any condition to be doing a podcast. I couldn't really talk too well. But I don't have COVID. I got tested today. It came back negative. I just have a little cold. I am feeling much better. So I am back today with another video. And I'm not going to do a deep review reaction video to the Jets versus Seahawks game. I'll go over it pretty briefly. But there's not much to talk about, right? It was a horrible game. The Jets lost 40-3. They're now 0-13. They didn't show up. They were not competitive. They were incompetent. Once again, it's been the story of the whole season, right? This Seahawks game was not the perfect loss like the Raiders game was, right? And it was another bad Sam football game, right? Sam Darnold looked horrible. He did not play well. He actually didn't throw any interceptions, right? That was one of his biggest critiques that everybody had against him. Sam Darnold was turnover Sam. He had all the interceptions. This game, Sam did not actually throw any interceptions, but he almost threw 3 close ones. One right to Blitz Boy himself, Jamal Adams, and I can't believe Jamal actually dropped it, right? I loved LUV Jamal's letters. I loved watching Jamal drop it, right? It was actually pretty great. And then I know, he had one batted down by a lineman on defense, and then there was another one that he almost threw. But, Sam, he's just continuing to look bad, right? He's proving why he can't be here next year. He only had 132 passing yards, and he's just not developing. He's regressing. He's getting worse. I'm not really going to get into that too much. But, he said he wants to be a Jet for life, and he's proving why he's not going to be a Jet for life. We cannot re-sign this guy. We cannot make this guy our franchise quarterback moving forward like we all hoped that he was going to be. A lot of that on him. A lot of that is on Adam Gase. It is what it is at this point, man. The tank for Trevor continues, right? And I want to talk about Trevor Lawrence a little bit. I want to get into his stats, right? Let's start off with his freshman year, 2018. He threw for 3,280 yards, 30 touchdowns, and only 4 interceptions. That's great. In 2019, his sophomore year, he threw for 3,665 yards, 36 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. So far in 2020, he has thrown for 2,431 yards, 20 touchdowns, and only 3 interceptions. Those are great numbers for an NFL quarterback, never mind a college quarterback. I think he's going to be really successful. I think he's a great quarterback. He's 6'6", 220 pounds. He's a great size for an NFL quarterback. He's nice and tall. He's going to be able to see over the offensive line. He's going to be able to see over guys like, Mekhi Becton, for example. And I'm really excited to bring him here. I really am. It's something to look forward to. It's either going to be us or Jacksonville getting him. And I hope to God it's not Jacksonville, because I really don't want Justin Fields. I haven't even really even talked about Justin Fields because I'm not interested in him. It's Trevor or nobody for me. I'd rather keep, Sam really over Justin Fields. I don't know if that's actually true. I don't know if I want to say that. That's pretty bad. But I'm not interested in Justin Fields. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I don't know if there's, maybe not enough hype behind him. But I do understand that if Trevor wasn't in this draft, then Justin Fields would be the number one, prospect. I don't want to discredit Justin Fields. I don't know too much about him. I'm not really interested in him though, right? But I do want to talk about the current state of the New York Jets, right? Me and all of you, I'm sure, we have all been fans for a very long time now, right? I've been a fan for, 12, 13 years. And we used to wake up, I know for me, I used to wake up every Sunday. I'd be really excited for the game. I'd put my jersey on. I put all my Jets gear on, my hat, sweaters, shirts, you name it, I had it. I had Jets pajama pants, I had Jets slippers, I had it all. I still do. I used to put on my gear, go to the store, get some wings, get some drinks for the game, maybe go to a bar, and just be really excited. And I miss that, man. Now I dread waking up and going to watch the Jets, Obviously, we're not going to bars anymore because they're closed and whatnot, but I don't even enjoy watching them at home. I don't enjoy the tank. I don't enjoy embracing the loss, right? Because I don't. I don't like it. It's miserable. It sucks. I really want to see this team do good, man. Right now we are forced to tank for Trevor. It's become really cliche, tank for Trevor. Everybody's saying it. We're the biggest laughingstock of the NFL. And it's not even close. I can't wear, I have a Jets mask, and sometimes I'll throw like a hoodie on. Anytime, even today. Today when I went to the doctors to get COVID tested, I had a Jets mask on, and the doctor was like talking shit to me. She said that she was a Jets fan, but she was like, oh, we got to get Adam Gase out of here. Anytime I wear anything Jets in 2020, I'm getting made fun of for it, man. And I don't like feeling that way about my team. I don't like people talking about my team that way. But I do insult them myself this year because they deserve every second of it. We're forced to tank for Trevor. It's not because we want to. We have to. We can't move forward with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold failed. He's ruined. We got to get him out of here, man. I'm going to love Sam. I'm going to support him wherever he goes, but he does need to change his scenery. He wants to be a Jet here for life, and it's just not going to happen. This is the biggest draft in Jets history. We have to hit on this draft class like no other. I'm not going to get into too much of draft talk. I'm going to start doing like more draft videos after the season. But it's just so important that while this season is going on, we have to talk about the historically bad Jets season. One of the worst seasons in NFL history. And we're going to be right up there with, the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns as, historically bad. We're going to be the third team in NFL history to go 0-16. And we have to root for Jacksonville to win, and we have to root for losses. And I don't like losing. I don't like rooting for losses. And we actually have to worry about beating the Patriots. How pathetic is that? I never in my lifetime thought I would want to be losing to the Patriots. I never thought it'd be a concern of mine having to beat the Patriots. But that's what the 2020 Jets are. That's what the state of the Jets is right now. Historically bad. We just have to root for losses. And it really bothers me thinking that, I can't want the Jets to beat the Patriots. There's a lot of concern about that, saying that Bill Belichick may just, lie down for us and just take the loss. I don't think that's going to happen. But before we even get to that, we have to get past the Rams, right? We have to get another loss into the Rams. We have to go 0-14 before we go 0-15 and 0-16. The Jets play the Rams this week. I'm predicting that the Jets are going to lose 30-7. Denzel Mims is coming back. I really want to see him get his first touchdown. I want to see Sam look competitive. I understand that the Jets released, Sergio Costello. Sam Ficken might be coming back. I don't think that's really going to make too much of a difference for us. But Sergio Costello was bad. He was really bad. I didn't want to see him out there anymore. There's a good chance that, Sam Ficken will be back. He's going to be starting for us. Maybe we score 10 points. Maybe we get that field goal. I don't know. It's so hard to predict the Jets scores because we don't know which Jets team is going to show up. My notes actually just fell over. Sorry for that. But it's serious. Seriously though. We don't know, are we going to get the Jets versus Raiders? Or are we going to get the Jets versus the Seahawks? Or the Jets versus Miami that don't show up? I don't know which Jets team we're getting. The Rams are first in the division. They just came back from, spanking the Patriots. And they've been putting up 20, 30 points every game. So I really think that 30 points is, realistic against the Jets. Maybe even higher. But that's going to wrap it up. Jets are going to lose 30-7. That's my bold prediction. Hopefully it's a competitive loss. But I don't think it's going to be. But this is going to be, a much quicker version of the Everything NYJ podcast because it's gotten so bad to the point there's really not a whole lot to talk about. I don't want to start talking about the offseason until we're actually in the offseason. But once the season is over, I'm going to start talking about coaching candidates. I'm going to start talking about, who we might be drafting, who should we draft, what positions that we really do need, that we need to target this year. What are some things that we could build off of for next year? We have a lot of content coming in the offseason. But for now, we just have to talk about this historically bad team. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. If you have a question for the Everything NYJ podcast, just tweet it to me. That's all you have to do. I'll like it. Thank you guys. Thank you for tweeting it, and I'll try to answer it during the podcast. I really want to start doing some fan questions. I really want to get that going on a more consistent level. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Go follow me on Twitter if you haven't already, at EverythingNYJ. I'll make sure to go follow you back. Thank you guys for watching. Real quick before I go, I'm on Long Island. There's a bad snowstorm going out there, so guys, be safe out there. If you don't have to go out, please don't. Be safe. Much love for all my fans out there. Much love for all the Jets fans. Thank you guys for watching once again. Have a good night and stay safe. Thank you.